Hello. In today's video, we are going to focus on the different domains in the manual or software testing. So basically, in today's video we are going to cover the all uh, all the domains which are available or now trendy for software testing are the web application testing, mobile application testing, desktop application testing, e-commerce application testing, financial application testing, healthcare application testing, gaming application testing, educational application testing, telecommunication, and social media. These are the some you can say the famous or mostly in this domain the software testing. You have too much scope, so we are going to focus on this all domains and what are the related testing types related to these domains we are going to see. So first is the web application testing. So what happens in web application testing? Here we are going to test the web application across different browsers platform to ensure the compatibility, and also we are going to verify the functionality of web pages, forms, navigation links, and interaction. And here also we are testing the response and the scalability under the various network conditions. Then the next is the mobile application testing. Here we are testing the mobile application on different devices like smartphone, tablets, and with a variety of screen sizes, resolution, and operating systems like iOS, Android, etc. Also here we are going to verify the app functionality, user interface, user experience, then conducting the compatibility testing on the different versions of the mobile operating system. Then in desktop application testing, what happens? Here we are going to test the standalone desktop application on a different operating system like Windows, Mac OS, Linux. Here we are going to verify the functionality, usability, performance of desktop application and conducting installation and uninstallation of testing. Then in e-commerce testing, here we are going to test the online shopping websites and application. We are going to verify the product catalog, then search functionality, shopping carts, payment gateway, and order processing. And in financial application testing, here we are testing a banking, insurance, and financial management software. This domain has, we can say, various opening or the number of openings are available for financial application. Here we are also verifying the transaction processing, account management, fund transfer, and financial calculation. So basically here we are ensuring the compliance with the financial regulation and the security standards. Then the healthcare, also in healthcare domain there are a number of vacancies. So in healthcare domain, basically we test the electronic health record, that is EHR system. We focus here medical billing software and the telemedicine applications are comes into the picture, for which we are perform the testing. So here verifying the patient data management, appointment scheduling, then prescription handling, and medical device integration. Also here ensuring the compliance with the healthcare regulations such as Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act, like that. Then in gaming domain, what happens in gaming domain or gaming application testing? Here we are testing the video games across the different platforms like PC, console, mobile devices. Here we verify the gameplay machines, graphics, audio, multiplayer functionality, and game balance. Here we conduct the compatibility testing on the various hardware configuration and gaming peripherals. Then in educational application testing, we test e-learning platform, then educational software and learning management system, that is LMS. Here we verify the course content, then assessment, quiz, student enrollment, and process tracking. And it ensures the accessibility and usability of a diverse learner, including students with a disability. And in telecommunication application testing, so if you consider for a job, so in telecommunication domain there are various jobs available for a software testers. So here we test the telecom software, mobile network application and communication protocol. Here we verify the call handling, messaging, voice and video conferencing, and network performance. Here we conduct interoperability testing with a different telecom device and network infrastructure. And the last domain is a social media application testing. Here we test a social media networking site, then different messaging apps, content sharing platform. Here we verify user authentication, profile management, privacy setting, social media interaction, and test the scalability and performance during peak usage period. So these are the some sample, or you can say mostly used domains or mostly trending domains for manual testing. So here we basically, the crucial part is we need to ensure the quality, usability, and the reliability of software. So across the diverse industries and sectors, so each domain present has its own unique testing challenges, and it requires testers to adapt the knowledge and the methodologies, and domain knowledge is must for software testers. So the main motto of this particular video is we are going to give you a basic knowledge or the overview of these mentioned domains. So it will be helpful, or it will be your first step to go into the detail, or when you are traveling to search the more knowledge regarding that domain. So this video will be helpful for you to how I uh, write a test case, or how I make a practice, or how I will be familiar for the different domains. So this will be a basic path for you. So basically, now we'll go into the detail for what actually, or what are the different testings takes place in the web application. This video might be lengthy, but do listen till the end. We are going to cover the testing for each and every domain over here. So first is the web application testing. So here in this we are testing the website and web application across different browsers, operating system, and devices, right? So here what are the different types of testing takes place, we are going to focus over here. So basically, the functional testing. So what happens in functional testing? Here we perform the unit testing for test individual component functional and methodology. Then in integration testing between different modules and component, and we are checking the functionality of entire web application. So for web application, we do a functional testing. Then we perform a user interface testing. So here manual user interface testing and automation user interface testing will be performed. Then we test here the compatibility testing, means we check for the browser compatibility, whether the web application is running across different web browsers like Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Edge, and we ensure the consistency and functionality. Then we check for the operating system compatibility. We'll check that particular web application on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, etc. And here also we check the device compatibility. Means we check, or we test that web application on variety of devices like a desktop, laptop, tablet, or smartphones with a different screen size. Also perform the performance testing for web application domain. So here we check a load testing, stress testing, and endurance testing to ensure the application stability over particular period, or with a high load or peak load. And here we also perform the security testing to test the vulnerability scanning, means to identify the potential security vulnerability like a SQL injection, cross-site scripting, and any insecure authentication mechanism. And here also we do a security code review to review the application security code to identify security flaws or coding errors. Then the main testing will be performed on web application is the usability testing. Here we evaluate overall user experience or ease of use, navigation of a web application. So accessibility testing and usability testing is a main part, or main testing used for web application testing. Also, the regression testing to check the new code changes are not impacting or affecting on the existing code. Then data integrity testing, here data validation and database testing will perform. And in localization and internationalization testing, we check the web application compatibility with the different languages, cultures, and we ensure the web applications code base is designed to support the multiple language. Then the main part is tool used for the web application testing are, so Selenium WebDriver is a tool we use for automation for web application testing, then JMeter for load testing, then OWSAP ZAP for security testing, Browser Stack or Sauce Lab for cross browser testing, and accessibility testing tool like X or Wave or Lighthouse for accessibility testing. These are the some tools which are related with the web application, and the best practices are common, we can say, for each and every domain. Like we develop a comprehensive test plan or test case, then prioritize the test case, then continuously monitor and update the test suite, and incorporate both manual and automation testing approach for optimal test coverage. Then collaborate closely with the developer, designer, stakeholders to ensure the effective communication and collaboration throughout the testing process. As if you want to write down a thorough test scenarios or more deep test cases, it's your responsibility to get in touch with the all stakeholders or and try to gain the more and more knowledge regarding that particular domain. Then the next domain you are going to focus is a mobile application testing. The you can say the mobile application testing or mobile testing is, we can say, the trendy nowadays, and it is having a lots of number of job openings for this. So here what kind of testing you have to perform, as the name itself suggests, the mobile application testing is a specialized area which focus on the mobile, right? So here we are checking for the different platforms like the operating systems for mobile like iOS testing, Android testing. We are testing on the different devices to check the mobile application is working correctly on various screen sizes, resolution, and hardware configuration. Then here the main testing type is installation and upgrade testing, as you are going to verify the installation process for mobile application from app stores like App Store, Google Play Store, or side loaded installation. Then upgrade testing, here you are going to verify the process of upgrading mobile application to the new version and ensuring the data migration, backward compatibility, and stability. Here in functional testing, you are going to check the user interface, then integration with the different modules, and in user experience testing, you are going to check the usability testing, means overall user experience, then navigation flow is menu structure or user journey with a mobile application, and feedbacks and the error handling. Here you are going to check the application's responsiveness, input error message, and feedback mechanism. And the main testing performed on the mobile application is a performance testing. Here also same as usual, you are going to check a load and stress testing, but another main testing type is a battery consumption testing, means you are going to monitor the mobile application's impact on the device battery life and its resource consumption. And the next is a network connectivity testing. In network connectivity testing, what happen, here you are going to test on the different network, like evaluating the mobile application behavior under the various network conditions like 3G, 4G, Wi-Fi. So it include the latency, bandwidth, and reliability. And in offline functionality testing, you are going to verify the application's functionality in offline mode, including data synchronization and caching mechanism. Then in security testing, you are going to check the data encryption, means you are ensuring the sensitive data transmission and get stored by the mobile application is encrypted and it is protected against the unauthorized access. Then the security data storage means whatever be the user data stored locally on the device is securely encrypted. And the main is app store compliance testing. So here you are ensuring the mobile application compiles with the guidelines and policies. And what are the different tools used for the mobile application testing? So basically the AppM is the main tool used for the mobile automation testing. Then Exitest and Espresso, which are the frameworks for automated UI testing. Then Charles Proxy or Wireshark is used for the network traffic monitoring, and Firebase Test Lab, which is a famous cloud-based platform for testing Android and iOS applications on real-time devices. So basically, these are the some devices or the tools. So basically, sorry, these are the different tools used for the mobile application testing. Then the next. So what are the best practices for the mobile testing? Here you need to start early testing, because start testing early for mobile application development is to identify and address issues sooner than real device testing. You have to test continuously. So these are the some best practices related with the mobile application testing. Then the next is a desktop application testing. So here the desktop application testing involves, you need to ensure the quality, functionality, usability, performance, and software application designed to run on the desktop operating systems like Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. So, what are the different testing types are involved in desktop application? So, first is the installation testing. Here you are going to verify the installation process, then test silent or unattended installation option, and upgrade testing. Then in functional testing you are going to verify the individual features, and in compatibility testing you are going to verify operating system hardware compatibility. Then localization and internationalization testing. Here you are going to test your application to ensure its code base designed to support multiple language. Then as usual the usability testing, performance testing, security testing, integration testing, database testing, accessibility testing, recovery testing, and automation testings are related with the desktop application. So here the you can say the best practice for desktop application testing is comprehensive test plan, means you need to develop a detailed test plan. Then early testing, collaboration, then continuous testing, and real time environment testing are the best practices for desktop application testing. Then the next main domain is a e-commerce testing. So what happens in the e-commerce testing? It involves the, you are going to ensure the quality, functionality, security, and performance of uh, e-commerce application. So here in functionality testing, you are going to check the user registration, then product search and navigation, product details and description, payment gateway, order management, shipping and delivery, and returns and refund. Then in usability testing related to the e-commerce, you are going to check the UI, then response of UI, cross browsing, accessibility. In security, here you are going to focus on the data encryption, as user sensitive data is get stored on the e-commerce site, like personal information, payment details, it's their address. So you are going to make sure data encryption is there for storing that data. Then session management, vulnerability scanning will be there. Then you are going to perform performance testing and integration testing, then cross site scripting testing to check the vulnerability, then compliance testing to ensure the e-commerce platform complies with the relevant industry regulations. Then here continuous testing and DevOps practice. So basically in continuous testing and continuous deployment in CI/CD pipeline to automate testing process and accelerate the release cycle to ensure the rapid feedback from developer. So these are the some testing types which are comes under the e-commerce, or you can test the e-commerce application by considering these all testing types. The next is the financial application testing. So basically, testing the financial application is crucial to ensure the accuracy, reliability, security, and compliance of the software solutions used in the financial industry. So here are the detail. We can focus on the detail application testing or the different testing types. So basically, in functional testing, you are going to check the account management, then transaction processing, loan and mortgage management, investment, and financial reporting. Then for security, you are going to check data encryption, authentication and authorization, audit trails, regulatory compliance. And in performance, you are going to check the transaction throughput, means how much time it will take, scalability, stress testing, batch processing. And in compliance testing, you are going to check the regulatory, legal compliance, internal policies, and in integration testing, you are going to check the third party integration, means for example, you are using the different banking APIs, payment gateway, then regulatory reporting system. So you have to check how that particular application is collaborating or integrating with the third party. And the main type of testing for financial application is disaster recovery and business continuity testing, as the test backup and restore, the testing backup and restore procedures to ensure the data integrity and availability in case of system failure, because it may create a huge loss if your system get crashed, right? So the backup is more important, you have to test on it. And for disaster recovery, plan will be there, you have to test that particular plan how it will get recovered from it. Then in the regression testing, you are checking the new functionality, and in CI/CD, you are checking for the you are taking the continuous feedbacks from the developer. And the basically, what are the different famous tools which are related with the financial application testing are the test management tools like HPLM, Jira, test trails, and for security testing like uh, you can say the burp suit will be there. For performance testing, the load meter, J meter will be there. For test automation, the Selenium WebDriver, Appium, or the Test Complete are the some tools which are used. And the next is the healthcare domain. So basically, in healthcare domain or in healthcare application testing, we ensure the reliability, accuracy, security, regulatory compliance, and the software solutions used in the healthcare industries. So basically, in functional testing, what we are going to test, the patient management means the testing the functionality related with the patient registration, scheduling, admission of patient and discharge. Then EHR, that is electronic health record, we verify the accuracy and completeness of patient health information, medical histories, its diagnosis, then treatment plan, then clinical, you can say documentation, then order entry and result. Then medication management means checking the functionality related with the prescription management, medication administration, then drugs interaction testing, and telemedicine and remote monitoring. You are going to test remote consultation, then telehealth visit and remote patient monitoring and functionality. Then here in this particular domain, for security compliance testing, you are going to check the same, the data encryption, access control, audit trails, as the patient's sensitive information will get stored. And in performance testing, you are going to check the response time, scalability, concurrency and availability of particular application. Then in interoperability testing, you are going to check the health information exchange, means any external system will be there which is interacting with your application. You're going to test that. Then basically the usability testing, you are going to check the workflow. Here also the disaster recovery and business continuity testing plays an important role. Means you are going to test for the plan for disaster recovery. Then patient history testing will be there. You have to test because once you enter the name of patient, it must gives you a detail about its history. Then what are the different tools which are related with the healthcare domain, or so basically the different tools like same tools HPLM, Jira for test management. For security, you can use the burp suit. For performance testing, you can use a load runner, JMeter. And for interoperability testing, the tool like a Merge Connect or a IHE Gazelle are the some tools which are used in the healthcare domain. Then the next is the gaming application domain. So basically in gaming application domain, we ensure the quality, then playability, performance, and the user experience of a video games across different platforms of devices. So in basically in functional testing, we check the gameplay testing, means we verify the core gameplay mechanics, its controls, interactions. Then level design testing, like we are going to test the design and layout of a game level, puzzles, obstacles, then character and AI behavior. We are going to test the movement, action, interactions in the video game. Then game modes and features like single player, multiplayer. Then UI and HUD testing, here we evaluate the user experience element, then menus, heads up displays, and on screen pop ups. Then in compatibility testing, we check the testing games on the different platforms like PC, mobile, or and also we are testing it on a different operating system. And in performance testing, basically we check the frame rate, means testing a game's frame rate, graphic rendering, and you can say the visual quality, the load time, memory usage, and network performance. And in usability or user experience testing is the main testing related with the gaming application, because here user interaction or user experience plays an important role. Then in security testing, you are going to test for the anti-privacy measure like a digital rights management system and prevent unauthorized disruption and use of game. Then the here you are going to the different tools which you are going to use for the game application, like for automation tools, different automation tools like game logic is the famous one. Then for performance, here like a unity profiler, then Unreal Engine profile, Intel graphic, and for bug tracking, you may use the Jira, Bugzilla, or according to your organization. Then the next main domain is the educational application domain. So here educational application testing is essential to ensure, you can say, the effectiveness, usability, security of the software solution designed for learning and educational purpose. So in here in functional testing, what happens here, we test the content of presentation, means the delivery of educational content includes the text, image, videos, then assets. We check the progress tracking, then learning pathway, and collaboration and communication. Then here we check the usability and user experience testing, then content quality and quality assurance, then security, performance testing, then integration testing we check, then cross browser testing, or we perform for the educational application related testing. So basically here in educational testing, we check the content verification, because the accuracy and relevance of the whatever will be the material will be there on educational application, it must be correct. So we have to ensure whether that particular data is correct or not. Then regulatory compliance means it must be following the standard governing educational data privacy. Then the main thing which we need to check, whether it is interacting with any third party application. If yes, we need to protect our data, and for that we need to perform the data encryption or security testing. Then the different tools we can use for the educational application or which are available for the educational application testing, like the test management tools like a test trail, or then accessibility testing for the wave tool will be there. For cross browser, the browser stack will be there. For performance, the same, the jmeter and load runner will be there. So uh, these are the some points which are related with the educational application domain. Then the next and most important domain is a telecommunication application domain. As a software tester or a manual tester, there are number of openings for the telecommunication. So you must have the you can try to get a thorough or detailed knowledge regarding this telecommunication. I have uploaded a separate playlist for telecommunication application, how to write a test case, what are the different modules which are available in the telecommunication. You can go through it. So basically, the testing telecommunication application is essential to ensure the reliability communication service, then network performance, positive user experience. So basically, in functional testing of telecommunication application, we test the call management. Here we test the call initiation, call routing, call forwarding, call transfer, and call termination. And we check for message service, like we verify the SMS, MMS, instant message features. Then for voicemail, conference call, video call, we verify in the functional testing. And in network testing, we check the network connectivity, its signal strength, coverage, and network condition. And in voice quality, we check the voice quality, clarity, reliability under various conditions like 3G, 4G, 5G, Wi-Fi. Then data speed, roaming handover, and emergency calling, like testing emergency, like any particular code we call. Then for emergency contact, we are going to test it. Then performance testing, we test for the load, stress, and endurance testing, battery consumption. Then in compatibility testing, we take test for the device compatibility, means we test the telecommunication application on the different device like smartphone, tablet, feature phones, and operating system like iOS, Android, Windows. Then network compatibility, we verify the compatibility on the different network like GSM, CDMA, LTE, VoLTE. Then network configurations like 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G. Now also we are checking on the 5G SA as well. Then cross-platform testing, here we check for the interoperability. And in security testing of the telecommunication, we check authentication and authorization. Then secure messaging means whatever the messages we are going to send, we are going to check whether they are encrypted end to end. The network security, we measure to protect against the cyber threats, malware. And in interoperability testing, we check for the device interoperability. Then regulatory compliance testing, here basically that telecom regulation. We ensure the compliance with the telecom regulation standards and guidelines set by the regulatory authorities. Then here also recovery testing or redundancy testing, we need to uh, take take care of it, because if there is any disaster, so recovery plan will be there, and you have to test for it, because in event of network failure or natural disaster or cyber attack, the backup plan must be there. Then you mainly focus on the user experience or usability testing for checking the layout, design, usability of application, then accessibility for application with a different users with some disability, or the standards, then user feedback